Good morning, family and friends of Asbury. We welcome you to this morning's streaming, which will be about to start in a few minutes.
Grace and peace to you all. Grace and peace to you on this Lord's Day, and welcome to Asbury, where we are loving, serving, and transforming lives. A few announcements and highlights regarding our upcoming week and our day today. Today we are recognizing Christian Education Sunday, and we are recognizing and honoring our Sunday school, disciple Bible study, and small group leaders. After this morning's service, you'll be able to go to the fellowship hall and see the faith formation display where you will find many opportunities for study. So this fall, we are offering Disciple 2 in 2 locations. We're also offering 3 simple rules, a disciple's path, and when we get to Advent, we will have 5 studies for you to choose from. Faithful by Adam Hamilton, Because of Bethlehem by Max Lucado, Underdogs and Outsiders. This is a Bible study about women in the Bible. And then Mary Had a Baby is an Advent study on African American spirituals. And finally, Making Room in the Inn, a study by Henry L. Masters Sr. It is Christmas hospitality through an African American experience. So many opportunities for us. And we hope you will avail yourselves of those opportunities. We want to remind you of our duty to vote, and so at each of the entrances there should be a flyer that gives us information on voting in the district, Maryland, and Virginia, and what the various deadlines are for early voting, for registering, and for absentee voting. Movies at Asbury would like for you to know and take mind of their upcoming presentation of The Phantom of the Opera on Friday, October 5th, here in the sanctuary. The musical score will be played on our Cassavant pipe organ by guest organist Michael Brett. Admission will be free. There'll be a free will offering that will be taken up. Then our Women's Day celebration. We will celebrate Women's Day here at Asbury with two events. Friday evening, October 12th at 7 p.m., there'll be an evening of jazz with Samuel Prather and friends. Samuel Prather is well known throughout the city. He's a young musician. He has played at the Kennedy Center, Fort DuPont Park, and many other locations in the area. He's the husband of Sabrina Major and the son-in-law of Virginia Major, both of whom are members of Asbury. And then on Sunday, October 21st at 10 a.m., we'll have our Women's Day worship. Marion Wright Edelman, who is the founder and president of the Children's Defense Fund, will be the guest speaker. In addition to being a nationally recognized speaker and advocate for children, Marion is the sister of past United Methodist Women President Olive Covington and the aunt of Panda Wright. The women are asking that you would please stop by the table in the fellowship hall after service to make your reservations for the October 12th evening of jazz and to make your contribution for Women's Day. One important giving category is the 100 Women of Asbury campaign. The goal is to have at least 100 women of Asbury contribute $100. And you can learn more about all of that if you stop by the Women's Day table in the fellowship hall. Among our prayer joys and concerns, we ask that you would be in prayer for the family of Dorothy Green and her loss. Her service is scheduled for this Tuesday. The family hour begins at 9:30 and the celebration of life at 11 a.m. We now have two special announcements. The first is regarding the National Children's Sabbath. Ruth Scarborough will share with us regarding that. And the second,
wonderful day. Last Sunday, or maybe it was the Sunday before, we told you about National Children's Sabbath. We're celebrating it here on Sunday, October 14th. At that time, you were asked to begin to save your pocket change, and that the launch would kick off today. So in your bulletin is just a reminder that after service today, if you would pick up your pocket change pouch, what we'd like you to do is put your spare change at the end of each day in the pouch. Now, if the little pouch overflows, we've given you a bigger pouch so that you can put more change in. You're asked to bring the pouches back on October 14th, which is the day that we celebrate Children's Sabbath. So I thank you in advance for saving your change and putting it in your pouches.
Good morning. We were blessed on yesterday to have a workshop for the music ministry bringing all of our choirs together that sing, as well as our handbell choir. Our clinicians were Celentia Moore from Atlanta, who is a product, I believe, here, in Washington, D.C., and Dr. Thomas Tyler, whom you all know is the minister of music at Shiloh Baptist Church. Some of the things we talked about were things like, why are you on the choir? Are you on the choir because your mother sang in the choir for 40 years and you're also on the choir? Or did the Lord call you to sing? Maybe he did not. We talked about things like that. And the fact that we are ministers. We are ministering through music. So that's one of the areas we have chosen to serve God. So we thank God for a wonderful workshop on yesterday. And so much of the music that you will hear today was taught by one of our clinicians, Dr. Tyler. So we are very grateful to be able to render the service that we render. God bless.
I invite you now to turn to the person next to you or behind you, and would you please greet them with the peace of Christ right there in your seat. Don't go all over the place, just greet right there in your seat. I'm trying to get them to, yeah. Let us come back together. We now begin our time of worship. Let us come back together.
morning, Asbury. We invite you to stand and join us in our processional hymn, We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder, found on page 464 in your African American Heritage Hymnal.